Alright, hello guys, Trust Gamer here, and I'm here to I'm here to help show you guys how to do the not combos, but more so the special commands and fighting is magic. So, we have Twilight here, and her movesets, I've never done something like this before. I got a question from Ocean Heart Studios asking if I can explain how to do the combos and stuff, such as, you know, Magic Spark, Teleport. Really, the Teleport and the Magic Spark, it's well, what is that? That's okay. I understand what that is. The Magic Spark. How do I say it? Yeah, this is my first time doing this, so I'm going to be a bit rusty on explaining these things. So the Magic Spark is... I'll start with that first, because it's a bit easier to explain. It's down, diagonal, and then right. Depending on the direction that you're in. Plus A, B, and C, which is light, heavy... light, medium, and heavy, as I'll show here. Light, medium, and heavy. And... pretty much... the best way to do it on keyboard is the way that I do it is that I use, well, I think using two fingers is the only way to do it, but pretty much since it's a quarter circle, you're gonna have to do it fast. When using things like this on keyboard, you have to do them fast, or else it doesn't input the command and it'll... Okay, I really forgot how to do this. Training options, there we go. Alright, so quarter circle, slow, that's the light one, that's the medium, and that's the heavy one. And this is the Mega Spark, which is D, which is a special button. But quarter circle, the best way I would explain how to do it, buddy, is to put your first finger, well, what's this? Put your middle finger? Yeah, middle finger. Just click myself off. Put your middle finger down on the down button, and then put your index finger, which is the finger next to the thumb, on the button that's in the direction that you're facing. So it will look something like this: down, and then index, and then like that. You're pretty much just doing that. You're pretty much just doing that, but really fast. Like I said, since on keyboard, since you don't really have if you have a joystick, it's sort of like the same concept with the joystick. You still have to do it fast. But the only difference is that since you're on a keyboard, the only difference with the quarter circle is that you're still inputting the quarter circle movement, but you're just using, you know, buttons instead of a joystick. So middle finger on the down button, or how's about this? One finger, two finger, and then no, one finger. So one finger down, two fingers down, and then one finger down. So down, right, wait a sec. I'm trying to explain like three different things. So what's that? Down, right, left? Well, down, okay. When you have the button down, then that's down. But when you have both buttons down, that's the diagonal. And then when you have the one, on the move stick, you know, the direction you're facing, that's considered, you know, that finishes the quarter circle. I'm pretty sure that wasn't the best explanation I could put for it, but it's a lot easier it's a lot easier for me to say compared to typing it down. You know, I'd rather give a demonstration instead of a worded description. But wait a sec. Yeah, I'm just showing off now. I'm just showing off now. But yeah, it's pretty much these are all to the magic spark. So down, then the diagonal. So your first finger on the down, your middle finger on the down button, both fingers on the down button and the move button, and then just one finger on the move button. But it has to be done pretty rapidly. When I was younger, I had a hard time doing quarter circle moves and half circle moves when I was younger. So I understand where you're coming from with this, because it would be the one thing that made me not want to play fighting games. Especially when you play Tekken or Soul Calibur, and you see like a special move with a large, like, directional input command. It would just intimidate me to where I wouldn't want to do it anymore. But like when the more you realize that they start to get really easier, but it's just really practice more than anything. Now the teleport, it looks confusing too, but it's actually pretty simple. So it says go right, down, and then diagonal. So you'd have your finger on the right button, then the down button, and then on both buttons. Let's see. Yep, just like that. Right down together, right down together. Yep. It's so, like I said, it has to be done fast or else it won't really work. It can't be done too slow. Let's see. Yeah. So, I don't have a camera to show either, to show how the fingers are gonna work, but let's say your index finger, you move first, then you stop and go down, move down, and then together. So it's a 1-1-2 system. You know, one finger, and then two fingers. I hope this is helping to explain how to do the combos for the movement sets for the keyboard, because I understand it's like really it is pretty complicated at times. You also said that you needed, that's Tekken. There we go. You also said something about the last one. Look. This one right here. This one's actually pretty, I want to say pretty easy, but it's not really, easy, but once you get it down, it'll feel pretty simple. So it says go right, diagonal, down, diagonal left, and then left. Twice. So pretty much just you're pretty much just sliding your fingers. Well, you're not sliding your fingers, but so here's how I do it. Right. Oh, that's right, I don't have a special. So I imagine that I'm playing, when I do this move, I imagine that I'm playing a keyboard, and I've never played a piano before. So I pretty much just have my fingers like kind of go in a wave motion when I do this. So it'll be right, diagonal, and then down, and then diagonal back, and then left. So you pretty much just do that motion set twice. So right, diagonal, and then down, then left, diagonal, and then back. So that's pretty much when you realize that motion, when you get that motion down with your fingers, then when you start doing it faster, that's how you get the moveset done, the special done. It's hard to explain, but most of it really comes from memory. Well, not memory, but it does depend on like the speed of your fingers, because you can't really do them too slow. Let's see. Okay, because if you do them too slow, it's gonna consider you moving instead of you getting the input done. So you you have to get it done pretty quickly. Oh, what's that? There we go. I have not played this in like forever, too, so I'm very, very rusty. But even still, I haven't played in a very long time. But I still remember the movements. It pretty much just come down to using my 3 fingers to play, because I use ASDW, and I only use 3 fingers for the movements, and I use 3 fingers for the hit buttons, which I think is normal for like keyboard. Not that I know of though. This is bringing back some memories. I'm sorry. Yeah, like I said earlier, just imagine, you know, one for the Magic Spark, just the 1-2-1. But just get faster. Just get it faster. Get your fingers down to do it faster, and then you'll be set to get it. Okay, 1-2-1-2-1. Oh, wait a sec. There we go. Because both of your fingers do have to be on both of them to do the diagonal, but then just like let one of them off to get the other one done. And so that's pretty much that. And then for the teleport, like I said, like it says, right down together. That's how that one's done. I'm not sure if this will be of any great help to you, because I'm pretty sure I didn't do that good of a job. I'm pretty sure I did bad in explaining this to you, to help you. But pretty much it pretty much just comes out of practice. So the more you practice the movements with your fingers, the movements with your fingers, the better, the easier it'll become to do. It's sort of like this, like I said, Magic Spark and Character Trap. Let's see, Character Trap is pretty much the same thing, it's just backwards.
Chapter 1. Chapter 3.
So instead of instead of like doing the Magic Spark movement, the Magic Spark, you'd just be going backwards with it. So that's how you would do the teleport. Not the teleport, the traps. Same things for Story Arc Climax too, because that's, once you get the Magic Spark down, you can pretty much use Story Arc Climax pretty easy. You just do, Oh, that's why. Yeah, you pretty much just do it fast. For that. Just imagine you're trying to do two Magic Sparks, but the game doesn't let you do 2 Magic Sparks at once. So just do the movement for it twice and then press the heavy button. That's how you would do that. So it's the same movement, except you're just pressing the heavy button and you're doing it twice. Other than that, that's sorry if this doesn't help out as much, but I felt as if showing a video would be easier to explain instead of commenting down. Because I'm one of those people. I'm a person that learns better by getting shown things, by getting you know, help by, what's it called? I'm a kinesthetic learner. Yeah, that pretty much means There's like auditory, which is learning by hearing, visual, which is learning by sight, and then kinesthetic, which is hands-on learning. And that's the best. That's the way I learn the best. So this might not help as much, but if it doesn't, then the best advice I can give you is, well, the best advice I can give you, which is probably the most cliche, is to just practice it. Just, you know, practice the movements down. You'll be surprised at how much it helps. Or if anything, play against the computer. I got better with the movements and stuff and the specials from playing with my friend Vinyl, and pretty much he was a lot better than I was, so I had to get good. And because of that, I'm pretty decent. I'm not good, but I'm pretty decent. So that's pretty much the best way I can. If the demonstration didn't help, you know, or the 1-2-1 thing, if that didn't help, then I would say just practice it down. If you're confused about how to get the diagonals, all you got to do to get a diagonal is to just press the 2 buttons that are in that direction. So pretty much if it's like diagonal right, I have a cursor. What am I doing? Yeah, pretty much if it's like diagonal right, which is right here, that's this button and this button at the same time, pretty much. So it'd be down and then right. That movement, that combination is considered a diagonal. So yeah, that's the best as I can explain it. Sorry again if this doesn't help. If this doesn't help out as much. But as I said before, like most of it really comes down to practice. But if you practice more, or once you practice more, it'll all become like really easy. There's really no quicker way to get it done. Now in terms of like whose combos and specials are easier to do, I can't say Rarities. Well, Rarities is kind of easy to do. Hers are easy to do, but she has her level 3 is pretty much a full complete circle, and I've never been able to do that on the keyboard. Fluttershy is pretty simple. Applejack's a little bit complicated, but once you realize what it is, it's pretty easy. Rainbow Dash is a weird corpse to it, and Pinky's is pretty simple. Her level 3, it's just down 3 times and the heavy button. I'll literally just show it, because it sort of upset me how easy it was when I first played. But wow, this is a 17-minute video of this. But yeah, it's pretty much though, once you get that down, the movements down, and it just pretty much become like it pretty much becomes second-hand nature, or just a second nature. So yeah, that's pretty much all there is all to it. Let's see if can I still do this? I really forgot how to do this. Muffin, come on. I'm not gonna try to do it. Honestly, it's just gonna really upset me. But yeah, pretty much. I hope this helps. If it doesn't help out as much, I apologize for wasting your time. This is a pretty long video. It's 18 minutes, and normally I would have stopped at 10, but I felt as if I didn't explain things well enough. So I hope this helps. Once again, most of it all comes down to practice. So when you practice and you figure out the you know, how your fingers move to the keyboard, and how that sounded weird. When you figure out how, like, your style with the keyboard, how you move and stuff, then it pretty much just becomes easier to recognize how it becomes easier to recognize how to do it. So I guess with that, I think I can end it there. Sorry again if this doesn't help, but if it doesn't help, then like the best advice I can give is to just practice. But other than that, I think that's all there is to it. Just practice the buttons. If you think about it as a number, you know, the 1-2-1 system with your fingers, that might help you understand it as well. Speed is, speed is another thing too. You have to do them. You have to do them at a pretty rapid pace because it is a quarter circle. So, oh, the teleport. Yeah, the teleport. The teleport pretty much just ends up being a Z when you think about it. Right, then down, then diagonal. So that's think of the teleport as a 1-1-2, but the quarter circle as a 1-2-1. So that's an easier way I think I can see that being understood. But if not, then practice is the best thing. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope this helps. I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you, Ocean Heart. If it doesn't, I'm terribly sorry. I'm terribly sorry because this is 20 minutes here, but I'll just end it off here. So thank you all for watching. I hope this helps all of you that are watching and are learning how to play. So that being said, good luck to you all. Practice and it'll all be good. It'll all be easy for you. So Frost Center Gamer out, guys. See you all next time.